Brad Keselowski just got his car out to pit road, so he hasn't hopped in yet, and waiting to do so.
And this is live as we're seeing this, Michael. If you're the driver of the team this close to the race, are you a little concerned about what's going on here?
Oh, certainly. It threw a hitch into their giddy up. They don't really know what they got going on.
All right, Joey Logano hoping to get through the inspection. We're hoping to hear those words with people inside the car getting them ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to give the command to start tonight's race, NBA Hall of Famer Karl Malone.
Texas, let's go racing in our 500. Drivers, start your engine.
They had to both change the rear end housing, and then Logano's car back in inspection another time, and finally was released to the starting grid along with Brad Keselowski's.
All right, get up on your feet. Put your hands together. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And here is Joey Logano, who started tail end of the pack and has moved up 10 positions in that 22.
Oh, he'll move up to about mid-pack pretty quickly, but from there on it gets pretty tough. Oh, trouble down the back.
Two cars in the wall, turn 3. One of them is Ricky Stenhouse sliding backwards, and the caution is out.
Lucky break for Brad there, because that could have been big. Pretty sure the left rear tire was down on Stenhouse's car.
And we're back to green with Martin Truex, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, and Brian Vickers up front. Vickers stays low. That leaves room on the outside for Kyle, and he's coming back for the lead.
Martin Truex Jr. on the backstretch all the way to the bottom, just trying to get away from Kyle Busch in that 18 car.
We've got a new leader.
And Mike, you see what the 18 car was able to do. You think back to the old car. It would get up to the back of a car and could not proceed. It couldn't go forward. It would stall out. They would get arrow push. Everything would go haywire. This car doesn't do that. It may you catch them, you pass them.
Flames in Matt Kenseth's pit as he pulled away. Maybe a little bit of overflow from filling that car with fuel and something hot, maybe a lug nut, maybe something else, but it's quickly extinguished. A hot time in Texas for Matt Kenseth and crew.
Smoking.
We watched that bobble that Jimmy Johnson in the 48 made, and he continues to lose ground. He got passed by his teammate Casey Kane in a
almost went around.
That'd like to have been a lot more than ground there.
That's what he's been fighting ever since that restart. It's like they made some adjustment on the car. You heard Chad say, I'm not doing anything till the sun goes down. He better get in there and do something pretty quick.
The two Penske cars have not fared well since their trip through the inspection lane a couple of times in pre-race. Matt?
And Mike, Joey Logano, who qualified 18th, but as you mentioned, had to start at the back. He has climbed all the way up to 19th, and they've made adjustments on both stops. And Joey says that the last adjustment, which was air pressure, and the fact that the sun has gone down, the track is in shade, it's got a lot more grip. His car is much better. He has migrated, though, off the bottom, moving around, trying to find even more grip here at Texas.
Ironic, isn't it, that last year Brad Keselowski called out another team for possible rear-end irregularities, which were never found. And now here's the Penske team having a tough time in inspection, and Brad working hard to stay in the top 20 here at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's a driver that's got his hands full. That's a car that is not in the racetrack, and it's all over the place, and he's doing a whale of a job just to keep it out of the wall.
Well, the other theme is Big Daddy wants the lead of this race. Jeff Gordon in that 24 car. He has been nipping away at Kyle Busch in that 18.
Got that thing working around the bottom pretty good and making nice time in the corners, catching up with Kyle. Kyle's a little up the track. That gives the bottom to Jeff, and he's taking advantage of it.
And here comes Gordon for the lead.
That high line, there's so much momentum out there. It takes a little while for that bottom line to prevail, but I think Jeff will be able to do it here in 3 and 4.
Coming to you here, 4,000 if you can see it. Real slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Right.
Pit road.
Coming to you, Stevie. I think the battery's dead or something.
Wow.
I think he came on pit road without any electronics. He looked a little fast.
Matt?
All right, let's try that first. Change the battery.
And Mike, that call from Dale Earnhardt Jr. very sudden.
Now, the reason they never raised the hood, the batteries for these race cars, it's in a box in front of that left rear tire. That's the reason they had the left rear tire off working there. But it's almost like they had to swap it over manually, which I don't understand.
No, I don't either. I thought they had a switch they could flip from one battery to the other.
Earnhardt was third when he pitted. New second place car. Jeff Gordon has passed Kyle Busch for second place. Watch the 18.
Yeah, hey, watch this. I mean, this should have been a wrecked race car right here. This is just how quick this kid can react to a car when it gets out of control. That thing should have nosed into the wall, but he just barely. Look at the right side of the car. Didn't even knock the letters off the tires.
No, that's about as close as you could come to the right rear and not hit it, though.
Martin Truex is in.
Caution for, oh boy, there goes Jeff Burton after Ambrose had trouble and Burton in the wall. I don't know if there's fluid down out there or not, but we're under caution.
Yeah, there you're seeing the tire off of Martin Truex's car. Right, remember, right before he came in, he said he felt like he thought he had a tire going down. Look at that thing. That is just absolutely shredded.
Oh, my gosh.
But I've got to say, for Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch, this could have been part of the flat spotting right here, I think, that maybe happened.
Yeah,
But I think we had the perfect world for Martin Truex Jr. in the 56 and Kyle Busch in the 18 because of when they pitted, where they're at on pit road, and when the caution came out, they were able to complete their 4-tire stops, and they're going to be up there running first and second right now.
Getting ready for the restart. Last thing Truex wants to see is another caution flag. Let's see if he can finish it off here in Texas as Truex takes the green ahead of Kyle Busch. .24 laps to go in Texas. That is car 24. Jeff Gordon in the garage area after running third. What happened, Krista?
Well, he came on the radio, thought it was a flat left front tire. He said he knew that was where the problem was. When they came in, the tire looked fine. It was the left front hub. The hub was completely burned up.
We're going to see a busy pit road, Chris. I don't see them doing anything but 4 tires.
That's the plan. Man, what a comeback for Carl Edwards to be in this race. There you see them on pit road. Carl Edwards trying to keep himself in the top 5. Meanwhile, Martin Truex is not racing for points. He is racing for this win. He said, don't change it. I like it. Matt?
Kyle Busch in the upper right says he needs more help most on exit the corner. He called for the air pressure change, taking air out of both rears to help for the forward bite. Meanwhile, Joey Logano, what a race he has had. He says the entry is very stable, but he needs to take off better, especially on this much shorter run.
And Busch wins the race off pit road with Truex second. Carl Edwards moving up, and Greg Biffle.
Go, go, go. Yeah, boys. That's the way you do it. How about 11-7 on the watch for my boys? Way to step up and the money's on line, boys. Good job.
11-7.
Wow.
4 tires.
Ready to settle this. It'll be 16 laps to go as the 2 Toyotas come to the green flag.
We got to go. We got to nail this restart.
Boy, look at Greg Biffle in that 16. He just forced his way to the bottom, almost right up against Joey Logano in the 22.
Somebody way up top, that's Kenseth. And out front,
It's mighty crowded off of 2 over there, but looks like they're going to make it down the back. Can they make it into 3? Woohoo!
3 wide. "12 laps to go." Is that enough time for the car to come to Truex and him to run down Kyle Busch?
No way. Kyle, and they're matching lap times. Matter of fact, Kyle is a good 10 to 2 tenths quicker right now than anybody in the field.
And Brad Keselowski in that 2 car, I know there's not a lot of laps to go, but he keeps picking them up and laying them down. He's going to drive by Ryan Newman in the 39, moves up to 9th spot now.
Well, it's not over. Truex made a big gain that time because of these lap cars.
He cut a 1/3 out of Busch's lead.
He's there. He's going to get up there to him.
Final lap.
He won't get to you. 10 back. All good here. Hit your marks. Bring it, check it.
Lap car way to the inside. And Kyle Busch, driving Joe Gibbs' Toyota, rounds out the corner and joins the group. Ned Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, Casey Kane. Kyle Busch wins his 300th career start.
From the pole, led the most laps with a new track record. Pretty nice weekend and a sweep.
I'd say that's a clean sweep.